when I say phenotype, I mean his color. They use his color. See, because the white man ain't got no credibility over the world no more, around the world. So they have to put an individual in there who has some color.
Yes, sir.
So people will be able to gravitate toward this individual. Like they would use Jesse Jackson to go to certain countries to calm things down between them and other people, you know, after they done destroyed the relationship with them or someone else. They would send a person of so-called color, like a Condoleezza Rice or somebody else, to appease the situation.
And we got telephone callers, but I got 2 more questions to ask, and then y'all can jump on in. But I definitely want y'all to call your friends up. Tell them Brother Dawah is on. And you know what, the politicians, I have something up there like a picture of politicians, man. They overtax the people, they get raises, they do this, they do that. And do you think that they have lied to the people when they say it's a deficit, but they vote this on? And you know what, the politicians, I have something up there like a picture of politicians, man. They overtax the people, they get raises, they do this, they do that. And do you think that they have lied to the people when they say it's a deficit, but they vote themselves a raise? And what do you think that the people are going to hurt the politicians for lying and deviating?
Well,
in the future, you think they're going to, and I'm not advocating it. This is some people that I spoke to on the street saying, man, one day we're going to hurt these politicians, man, going up on the taxes and doing it. What do you think, man?
Well, you have to look at history, and the history of the European is violent.
Yes, sir.
And the militias, these groups that have been buying all these guns. Matter of fact, gun sales have skyrocketed since Barack got the nomination.
Yes, sir.
To be the president. And the ones who are buying the guns are the Europeans. Caucasian, cavemen, cavewomen, they got there buying all these guns. And some of them, matter of fact, when I did my last show, one of them called in and said, we buying guns for the government.
KKK?
So they have a plan to overthrow the government. It's just funny that now that a black woman is going to be laying on the White House sheets, now they want to storm the White House, and they want to do something now.
Is it KKK?
I'm pretty sure it'd have to be.
Like skinheads and Nazis.
Right, right.
But do you think it's going to come a time to where people are going to do some physical damage to the politicians because they feel like they've been lied to, and like Malcolm X said of the Nation of Islam, they've been the politicians have hoodwinked them and lied to them. You know, where's my big house at? Where's my job? Did you feel that the people going to do some damage to them?
I think that most definitely they will attempt to do so.
Why?
Well, because the American dream will become a nightmare. It's always been a nightmare, but now people are going to come to the realization that the American dream was a farce.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to come to the politicians because they feel like they've been lied to, and like Malcolm X said of the Nation of Islam, they've been the politicians have hoodwinked them and lied to them. You know, where's my big house at? Where's my job? Did you feel that the people going to do some damage to them?
I think that most definitely they will attempt to do so.
Why?
Well, because the American dream will become a nightmare. It's always been a nightmare, but now people are going to come to the realization that the American dream was a farce.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to come to the caller right after this question. You know what they say is high taxes, it's a deficit, man, and you know what the educational system is in shambles, okay? But why do they find all this money to make a school that they talking about constructing for little boys and girls that classify themselves as being homosexuals and lesbians?
Oh,
what do you think about that, man?
Well, you're talking about they are going to be talking to the youngsters about what's going on at the school, which will teach the young child that's in the kindergarten through 8th grade or whatever, that they will teach them tolerance.
Yes, sir.
Which is a bad thing to teach a young child about homosexuality. You never want to teach a young child that they should tolerate it, because once they become older, what they're going to do when they decide to, what we're going to do when our children decide to involve themselves in a same-sex marriage. There will be no children produced from that.
Yes, sir.
Now, the good point is this. I think they need to put them in one place.
Okay.
And the thing is that when the bomb drop, they'll have a target. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
So they can wipe all that out.
yeah, they made a song once by some white boys. Everybody must get stoned, man. But we got a telephone call. Go ahead, call and go ahead and beat the drums, caller.
Yeah, Dawah, I always look at your show, man, and I have two questions for you. Number one, give us a schedule. Is it the last Thursday of every month? But number two, out of all the things that you talk about, can you give me right now and the viewing audience one of the most strongest points that you are trying to illuminate? So, number one, when does your show run? And then number two, tell us, drop a bomb for us right now. Thank you.
Can you turn it up a little? Go ahead.
His brother tell me to drop a bomb, but that's
drop a bomb, brother.
Well, as far as when the show comes on, that depends on CANN TV. You have to keep in touch with me because I really don't know when it's going to be. I have to, there's a lottery that you have to go through and all that kind of stuff. So you have to call me personally to find out when that's going to be, and I'll give my number at the end of the show.
I know when you're on. You know when you're on my YouTube website. Okay, and he's on 24 hours a day on my website. This is Bradley C79 at YouTube.com. Dawah's on there. You want him, you got him.
Okay, now the second thing he asked me was to drop a bomb. Well, let's deal with the mitochondrial DNA of Barack Obama.
Okay.
A lot of us don't even really know about the mitochondrial DNA. That's the DNA that comes from the mother. And Barack Obama is a relative of George Bush and Dick Cheney.
Wow.
Now, they're connected through the mitochondrial DNA that came from their mother, and which gives Obama the opportunity to be in the White House because no president will sit in that seat unless they're part of that bloodline.
Wow.
So now that puts a whole different dynamic on whether he is so-called black or white.
That blood, oh man, it makes sure you're not talking about Mr. Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover. I think he had a, let me leave that alone. But we got other caller. Go ahead and beat the drums, caller. Go ahead.
Hello?
We can barely hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a question. What's up, Clip? It's me, Mike. I was on your show a while back.
How you doing, Mike? And your show is doing great on YouTube.
Okay, I had a question for for Dawah YIEREAL because I watched the show too. You said you mentioned that our people, we are destroyed for lack of knowledge, and we always quote that verse, but it also says because we keep rejecting knowledge. And I also wanted to ask the brother, why is it that we're mad at the white man when it's our ancestor that's the one who caused us to be in the conflict in the condition that we're in because we disobeyed the laws of Yah, and the ones that we should be mad at is not the so-called white man, but our ancestors. And if we're really going to be mad at someone, the Most High, we don't want to get mad at him. But my point is this, though. Why are we so angry and upset with the white man when it's our ancestors, the one that caused us to be in the flight that we're in?
Okay. Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay, that's a good question. But I say that anger needs to be placed on both our ancestors as well as us, because why are we still today following the white man? This is why I say that we should, I think, I'm angry with our ancestors as well as with this European. As a matter of fact, the Most High said he hated Esau and he had indignation with this people forever in Malachi. So if you go and read those things, brother, you see that the Most High himself is angry with the European, angry with Esau, angry with the white man. And he will be that way forever until the white man meets his demise.
Wow. You know what?